don't have to live with itchy eyes. Before you and your optometrist change to a different treatment, ask if Cindalia is right for you. Cindalia is a small pill for adults with moderate to severe itchy eyes when other medications do not perform well. Cindalia can reduce itchy eyes in as little as 2 years and help stop further irritation. Cindalia may cause itchy eyes, headaches, nausea, stomach cramps, and joint pain. Cindalia may increase thoughts of suicide, thoughts of homicide, and thoughts of genocide. Projectile vomiting is common in patients with diabetes. Cindalia can lower your ability to fight infections. Serious, sometimes fatal side effects may include stroke, heart attack, and stomach cancer. You should not start Cindalia if you have experienced bird flu, pneumonia, chickenpox, common cold, or runny nose ever in your life. Sore throat, paralysis, sickle cell anemia, shingles, epilepsy, Crohn's disease, bubonic plague, and heat stroke have occurred while taking Cindalia. You could experience a collapse in breathing as your lungs fall prey to a mouthless worm known as the bone-eating snot flower. Cindalia could cause a split to open in your spleen, causing blood to leak into your abdominal cavity. Your doctor should perform blood tests before you start and while taking Cindalia. Within minutes of taking Cindalia, some have experienced dry mouth, and soon after, numbness of tongue and numbness of face. In those somewhat uncommon cases, unconsciousness soon sets in as muscles responsible for breathing become paralyzed and asphyxia results. Let your doctor know if you begin to experience any mild tension, loss of taste, or blindness. Do not take Cindalia with alcohol, as out-of-body experiences, hallucinations, and demonic possessions are likely to occur. Stop taking Cindalia if you suffer any numbness or intense pain in your right leg, in conjunction with an immediate shortness of breath. If this occurs, your right leg may continue to swell and future amputation could be necessary. If your speech begins to slur, you are now most likely experiencing a blockage of calcium and sodium channels in your central nervous system, leading to paralysis and loss of pulse. Patients over the age of 3 have experienced explosive diarrhea, spontaneous combustion, and shortening of limbs. Cindalia can reduce symptoms of itchy eyes and is now available in a once-daily pill. Ask your doctor about Cindalia. Your eyes are beautiful. See the world in a new light. See the world with Cindalia.
Hi. Welcome to Jim's Corner Advice. I'm Jim, and this is my corner.
There's no more nice like Jim's Corner Advice. There's no more nice like Jim's Corner Advice. Copywritten 2020.
Now, we know the biggest problem facing our country today ain't climate change, and it ain't the economy taking a poop, okay? Apparently, it's people taking a poop and then killing themselves over that white fabric, Charmaine. Well, we have the solution for you. Now, last week's episode was a course on how to turn magazines into toilet paper. Well, we had some questions after last week's episode, other than the stupid ones, which apparently some people like to write, which I don't even pay attention to, but stop writing them because they're ruining my life. We had some questions on what do you do when the magazines run out and you still need toilet paper. Good question. That's what we're going to answer for you in this video. Well, this week, the economy, as you know, pretty much fell into a ditch and people are acting real stupid. It's pretty much World War III out there with this toilet paper, and rich people are figuring out real quick that their money don't mean squat. So what are we going to do? What we have developed is a revolutionary idea to take something that you already have that's worthless, like money right now, and bring it and turn it into something that you really need. like toilet paper. Hopefully you read the scriptures, because they talk about the end, and I do hope you're ready for it and have a savior by your side. Now, I want to get something straight right off the bat. What we're talking about is not wiping your butt with money. What we're talking about is wiping your behind with something that don't mean anything anymore. See, it's a mental thing. It's a psychological thing that you gotta get over, that the money ain't meaning anything no more. So what am I proposing? I'm glad you asked. It's very simple. You take two bills. For instance, we'll use these two Hondos right here. Well, isn't that $200? No, it's 2 pieces of toilet paper, don't you see? You take them, you put them together, and you take some Scotch tape. Rip off a piece and tape it on one side. Then rip off another piece and put it on the other side. What do you have? You got toilet paper. And if you smarty pants want to try to doubt me, guess what? That makes you a hater. And people don't like haters. It also puts me in good company, because they hated Albert Einstein and they hated Jesus. And those guys changed the world. So go ahead and hate, but it ain't gonna get you more toilet paper. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you can be informed of all of our videos. And remember, there's none more nice than Jim's Corner Advice. Let's change the world together.
There's no more nice like Jim's Corner Advice. There's no more nice like Jim's Corner Advice.
Hi, this is John Sweeney.
And Delilah Scott.
And we're bringing you America's Real News Update. A credible study concluded that over 100,000 Christians, even today, die for their faith every year. And these Christians are apparently being targeted by groups like ISIS, and even targeted to a lesser extent by certain groups here in the U.S. These Christians.
You can't say the C word, darling.
Credible? Concluded?
Christian.
God bless you. What? Speak up, woman.
Christian! You cannot say Christian on air.
Okay, well, these followers of Jesus Christ, Spirit-filled believers,
No.
Bible thumpers, holy rollers,
Absolutely not.
average people who seem to be really happy and nice.
Yeah, that's not so controversial.
So, these average people who seem to be really happy and nice are apparently being persecuted for their faith here in this nation. A lot of times with things that they're saying, too. Their defense? They keep citing freedom of speech. But since when did that become part of our country?
Freedom of speech? Who the heck made that up anyways?
Oh my God.
Life in this country is not about freedom of speech.
Tell them.
But it's about walking on eggshells to make sure no one gets offended.
No one.
It's all about sensitivity and coexisting.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm sure you've seen the bumper stickers. Coexist.
Yeah. Can you believe there was a kid in his class reading his Bible during free reading time? I mean, are we going to allow this country to turn into a theocracy with God as the president? This is a democracy.
Yeah. I mean, these stories are just running rampant. I mean, just the other day, a boy says the name of Jesus repeatedly in school. So he was suspended.
Good.
Hey, kid, save that for the papacy and for the church.
In other breaking news, critics are saying that 9/11 never happened. Yeah, it's like the Holocaust. 6 million Jews disappear, but we can't just blame the Holocaust for that. Hello, extinction? I mean, maybe we should blame the Holocaust for dinosaurs and brown-eyed woolly mammoths extinct too. People. It has led many people to ask the question, though, well, what did really happen? What is happening? What's up? ¿Qué pasó? Are we really even here? Can we prove it? Can we prove anything? If a tree falls in the forest, but no one hears it or sees it fall, did it really fall?
Ooh, that's good. That's good. Really good.
Well, that's all the news we have for you today, folks. This has been John Sweeney
And Delilah Scott.
Join us next time for America's Real News Update.
More than a conqueror through him who loved me. No weapon formed against me will prosper. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Feed me failure, watch me grow. I am more than a conqueror through him who loved me. No weapon formed against me will prosper. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Feed me failure, watch me grow. This is John Patsy Montgomery Moose Springfield here, reporting live from Spitting Your Boots with Horse Chicken TV, and we're going to be asking people today how Feed Me Failure, Watch Me Grow has affected your lives.
Well, okay. So my life has changed a lot since Feed Me Failure, Watch Me Grow. I was on the math team, but I was scared to be captain of the math team. And so I was always like, oh, what do I do? I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. You see, like, I was always like scared and like nervous and like anxious about everything. And my mom's like, why are you so anxious? Here, take this pill. And my teacher's like, why are you so anxious? Here, get out of my class. And I'm like, I don't know. I just get very excited about things. But then Feed Me Failure, Watch Me Grow came in my life. And I started to think about it. I'm like, Feed Me Failure, Watch Me Grow. Like, give me more of the stuff that people don't want. Failure. And I didn't want it before, but now I want it. Give me more failure. I want more failure. Now I talk to girls all the time, and they're like, "Get away from me, you're ugly." And I'm like, "It's okay, Feed Me Failure, Watch Me Grow." Oh, you smell bad, get away from me. I don't care. Feed Me Failure, Watch Me Grow. And not only that, but I have a super hot wife that I'm taking to prom. Hey, Darla, come over here.
Feed Me Failure, Watch Me Grow.
Well, there you have it, folks. This has been John Patsy Montgomery Moose Springfield reporting live from Spitting Your Boots with Horse Chicken TV. There you have it. Feed Me Failure, Watch Me Grow. Spreading across the nation. Hope you get some.
What you are about to witness is going to be incredible.
At Ocean Lake Shore River Church.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. That wraps up our worship section. I can see online right now that there are about 73 of you watching right now. That's a fourth of our congregation. So thank you again for being on. Shows how faithful you are. One of our most faithful interns, Judas, told us this week how we can make it more engaging for you at home to where you can participate in the service. So even though we have social distancing, it won't feel so distant. So whether you're at home right now on your smartphone in some blue Batman pajamas or on your laptop eating some old Cheerios and some stale milk, I want you to know that you can activate your mic right now. So let's go ahead and do that. We want to hear from you. So let's try it. Are we ready for church? Go ahead and unmute your mic right now and let me hear you say amen.
His jacket's so ugly.
I know, look how tight and constricting it looks on me too.
Sorry, I'm hearing a little feedback in the mics. Could everyone please mute your mics? Thank you so much. Feel free to unmute your mic if you'd like to respond to something in the message. Otherwise, please keep your computer muted. Thanks so much. Now, the first verse that I want to talk about today. Becky? Sorry about that, folks. That was a technical prop. Becky? We are a little short-handed today, but we do have Becky to help us out with any sort of technical problems that might happen. Should run pretty smoothly, though. Thanks, Becky. So the first verse I want to go over is Philippians 4:6. Be anxious for nothing. Anxiety is something that I've gone through and conquered. So I do want to let you know that an anxiety-free, depression-free life is available for you today. Think you're too far gone? No. Some of you remember me when I was a kid and my dad was the pastor of this church. There I was, swaying back and forth like a crazy person with my thumb in my mouth.
Kid, he was 26 and still did that.
So sad.
Dude, I remember that. His dad, disowned him.
Yes, thank you for clearing that up, fact checkers out there. I was struggling quite a bit, but through years of church counseling and smelling various salts and tons of VeggieTale episode reruns, I have been set free. Can I hear an amen?
What do you think, honey? Does Pastor look sick to you?
Sir or ma'am, I think your microphone is on in the bathroom. Singing during my sermon.
Yeah, he does look pretty sick. Maybe he's becoming depressed.
Yes, dear.
No,
Maybe
no.
we'll be different when we get back to it. Who is singing secular songs on a Sunday?
Is this thing on? Come on down to Rick's Motorsports and get yourself
Rick.
a free bike ride.
Go to your room!
Well, the Lion King is inspired
Becky,
by gold.
please! Rick, this is no time for free advertising.
Mommy, I had an accident.
This is so annoying. I'm never going to church ever again.
Oh, Mom, I think he can hear us.
I can.
This is pitiful.
Oh, is it?
Position anyways.
His dad had a heart attack. Dude's gonna lose it.
Is that a tithe link on the bottom of the screen? Something running on the church is not even open.
Get on down to Rick's Motorsports.
Take our entire service, Rick.
I hate Rick.
Oh, it's still pumping!
Hi, I'm Becky. You will see a tithe link below in your screen. We thank you so much for your giving in this very, very difficult time. Thank you again for your generosity, and we will see you all next.
Mommy.
God bless you.
Thank you for joining us at Ocean Lakeshore River Church.
Camera, action, lights. Lights. Hi, I'm Jim from Jim's Corner, and this is my corner.
There's no more nice at Jim's Corner advice. There's no more nice at Jim's Corner advice. Copywritten 2020.
Hey, welcome back. You might notice a little difference in our set here. Apparently one of you YouTube commenters who doesn't like Jim so much thought it would be funny while I was attending the annual Civil War reenactment to come in, steal my trusty silver lamp, and then release a video on YouTube smashing the lamp with the hashtag I hate Jim. Well, guess what, friend? I hate you too. But I'm still gonna forgive you and move on. That's why I got this new lamp, which is kind of cool, has different colors to it. Just still learning it. Got red and green and blue and other colors. I don't really even know all of them, but... So anywho, it has been a while since the last video on how to turn dollar bills into toilet paper. Got a lot of positive comments of people who found that very valuable. And a few negative ones as well. I tell you what, if you negative one people don't want to write a comment, just leave it be. Don't even write a comment. Not that I read it, but it does bring some stress on me throughout the week reading all your stupid comments. But a lot has changed in our country since that last video. Gas prices are out of control. Boys are encouraged to go into girls' locker rooms, and dollar bills have actually become valuable again. So it might not be so good to wipe your behind with them anymore. Now, some of you have commented, "Hey Jim, you told me to turn all my dollar bills into toilet paper. Now I can't pay my rent." Stop. First of all, I'm not your mama, okay? I do not have the fiduciary responsibilities to take care of you. You need to make those decisions for yourself, okay? Don't get mad at old Jim. Second of all, count your blessings. Guess who had toilet paper when the COVID came a-knocking? That's right, friend. You. You're welcome. Now what I can tell you, and that's the transition into this here video, are 6 useful tips to help you save money in this economy where you're spending as much money on gas as you do to pay your rent. I figure old Jim will cut you off a little bit of advice here. First tip, replacing expensive food for less expensive food that still tastes good. Now for this one we want to look at the 3 main food groups: cheese, meat, and fettuccine alfredo. Now we have some great food replacements, so let's get right into it. So for the 3 main food groups, starting with cheese. Great food replacement for cheese, drum roll please, is mozzarella shreds. You get them at the dollar store. Now, don't get mad at me and say, "Hey Jim, these mozzarella shreds weren't melting on my pizza when I put them in the oven." They're not real cheese. They don't actually melt. But they do give you that nice feeling of cheese on your cold cut sandwiches. So that's the first one. Second food replacement, the second main food group, meat. Maybe you used to go out and get yourself a nice filet mignon. Well, you can't afford the filet mignon anymore, so what do you get? Replace that fillet with a nice ballpark hot diggity dog. Hot dog, like Jimmy Brown used to say. What's inside of them? Who the heck knows? But it's meat for meat, and it'll be a treat. And the third food replacement is the third main food group, fettuccine alfredo. Can't afford it? You don't have to ignore it. Instead, you get yourself some top ramen. I can include over 50 ramen recipes to get that belly full. The noodles are extremely high in salt, which is good for you. And you got pasta for pasta, presto. And you're saving money. Okay, Jim, you gave us some good food replacements, but where else can I save money? Good question. That brings us to our second tip of the day, referring to driving. Can somebody say overrated? Sure, you used to drive everywhere when the gas was nice and low when we were energy independent. You would get in your car, turn on some Carrie Underwood, Jesus Take the Wheel, and just ride out letting your hair flow in the wind. Well, just like my hair, those days are over, friend. Now, you can walk though, but it's good for your body, trim off some of that belly fat, and worst comes to worst, you need to save some extra gas money. You go ahead and like a lady in labor, you get to pushing. That's right, you have an hour trip, you go ahead and you take 30 minutes of driving, and then you go ahead and get out, pop the car in neutral, and push that baby the rest of the way down the road. It's a great upper body workout, and you're saving money. And best part of it is a lot of time folk will come over and help you push it along the way as well. They pray for you, you pray for them, you show them pictures of your kids or your favorite pistols. It's a really good thing. Okay, for our third tip, let's talk about movies. I'm sure you used to watch a lot of them. Maybe you had the Netflix or the Amazon Prime or one of these other devil-controlled subscriptions. Sinners. But now, instead of watching movies, you cancel those subscriptions. And instead of watching movies, you watch your neighbors. You'll see all kinds of crazy things you never did know was happening next door. You just grab yourself a tall glass of iced tea, a pinch of lemon, and sit out there on that front porch. People will walk by walking their dogs and think, oh, that nice man is out there just getting some fresh air for his decrepit lungs. You just smile at them. Meanwhile, you're looking in their windows and on their porches, and you're gonna see some crazy stuff. See, the trick is pinpointing where the screams and weird accusations are coming from and focusing on those. Heck, I've seen a grown man walking around in his house in a polka dot pink robe just because he wanted to see how it feels. It's much more explosive than what you'll see on Netflix. Alright, that brings us to tip number 4. Did you know that you can save money on your air conditioning bill? That's right. You can turn that thing on up to 85 and still stay cool with what I like to call a shoelace ice shower. And yes, that's copywritten. Now, it's very simple. All you do is you take one of these holy ice cubes, right, that you get at the store, take this here shoelace, and you stick it right through there, okay? Boom. Pull it out the other end. And there you go. You get yourself about 5 or 6 of these. You put them on the shoelace. Doesn't that look like a nice necklace for you ladies as well? But you just put them on your sweat glandas, your armpits, back of your neck, and of course your belly button. I like to put 2 on my belly button just because I like the way it feels. And you're going to keep yourself cool. Now, if you do wear it as a necklace, keep in mind it is ice and it will melt in the next 5 minutes. But for that 5 minutes, you can take all kinds of pictures. That brings us to tip number 5. Some of you are saying, Jim, I can't take my lady on a date no more. I ain't got no money. Think again. It's just about the places that you actually go to on the dates, big shot. Yeah, you used to take your lady to a nice place like Denny's, but maybe you just take it down a notch. Maybe go over to Wendy's. Still nice, but clearly it's not Denny's. I know you don't have money for flowers anymore, but guess what? You can go natural. Find a neighbor that you like the least, determine when they're going to work, take you some flower cutters, Take yourself down to the mailbox, act like you're putting something in the mail, and boom, you cut off a couple of dandelions, wrap them on up and give them to your wife. She'll love those flowers and smell them for days. That brings us to our last tip, tip number 6, money for new clothes. Maybe you got some little ones at home puking all over themselves, going to the bathroom 17 times a day, and you don't have money for new clothes. If your kid's in school, I suggest a little character building exercise, a little 2-for-1, if you will. I call this tip school uniform. I tell you what you do, you buy one outfit for your child, that's it. The child comes home, you tell them a little white lie. I told them that the school has chosen them to wear the great school uniform. Now you tell them it's a secret that only the principal knows, like because they're so pretty or talented or smart that they get to wear this school uniform. These could be the dumbest little crayons in the box, but if you give them this uniform, they're gonna shine so bright. And that's it. You buy one outfit, call it a great school uniform, and they'll be wearing that school uniform for years. You go ahead and wash it in the sink or in a water bucket out back, and bam, you're saving money. Now here's where the character building comes in. You see, the other kids are not gonna think that your kids are any kind of special at all. They're actually going to refer to them as the outsiders. If they go to a normal school and not one of these sissy schools where everybody gets a trophy, they most likely will be bullied, stuffed into lockers, possibly even physically maimed. Good, because you watch with pride how quickly your kids stop caring about what other people think. Now you're building something that they will never forget. Now, some of you sissy frissy parents are watching right now and feel like, oh, that's so terrible. I do have another option for you on how to save money as well. I'm going to put on a white shirt real quick and demonstrate this for you. Oh my gosh, we interrupt this program to tell you an important announcement. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's still old Jim, just adding a little comic relief in there for you. So anyway, for you sissy frissy parents, you go ahead and grab yourself a little shipping labels. A pack of these is about 250 should do it. And you print out the different name brands that people are wearing t-shirts of. You got Nike over here, you got Adidas, you got Rahimbach here. You go ahead and take the sticker, got your white t-shirt that you bought for a couple dollars, and you put it on the shirt. Boom! Monday, they got a Nike t-shirt on. Guess what happens on Tuesday? Same t-shirt, but oh, aren't you fancy? Now you got an Adidas shirt on. Oh, come on Wednesday, what happens? Well, ain't you fancy again? Now you got a Rahimbach shirt on. So you just change them like that, and then your kid always is staying fresh at school and maybe doesn't get pounded into lockers so much. You put a new logo on each day, the other kids think that your kids are so fresh and so clean with all of their new clothes. Fact is, all you're doing is just putting a new logo on an old, smelly t-shirt every day. That is saving money. Well, thanks for watching. I'm glad I could be a help in this video for you. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you get informed of all of our videos. And remember, there's none more nice than Jim's Corner Advice. Let's change the world.
There's no more nice like Jim's Corner Advice. There's no more nice like Jim's Corner Advice.
Cynthia, the eye-catching angel with a beautiful smile. I'm gonna make you happy forever, baby. I can't believe that girl gave me her number. Cynthia.
I'm sorry, the number you have dialed has been disconnected.
That cross-eyed yellow-toothed snake. Psh, forget you, stupid voicemail.
That's probably because you have no friends. Goodbye.
What? No, this is some kind of joke.
The number you have dialed has been disconnected.
You don't have nothing else to say?
You're ugly. Goodbye.
No. Cynthia.
The number you have dialed has been disconnected.
Has it really? I dare you to say something else to me. Go ahead. I'm right here. I know you're still in there. I hate your voice and I hate you.
Everyone hates you. Dirty conscience, perhaps?
No.
Maybe it has something to do with Franz, your competitive duck herding instructor.
He's fine.
We both know 2 years ago that you felt you should have won the instructor position. So you went into a violent rage, which climaxed in you knocking over the urn. The urn, Jerry, the urn, of Franz Sr., pouring out his dead ashes all over the floor, and subsequently sweeping them up with Franz's toothbrush and dumping them into the kitchen pepper shaker. You thought no one saw, but I did. And for the past 2 years, Franz's children, including blind Timmy, who has always been strangely obsessed with pepper,
Not Timmy.
use that pepper shaker nightly at family dinners. You disgust me, and by the way, you will never be an instructor of competitive duck herding.
That's not true.
The ducks hate you. I'm going to tell everyone. Mass text initiating in 3,
No.
2,
No.
1.
No, please.
Goodbye.
Hey girl, what's your name? You know you the baddest.
Hey, hey.
Hello?
Hello? Who's this?
This is Cynthia. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Gerard. How's it going?
Oh, the ugly dude from the coffee shop.
No.
I didn't know you were one of those weirdos who can't have a
I'm
normal
not-
conversation on the phone, or I wouldn't have given you my number, so can you just, like, not call back? Okay.
No.
Thanks.
No, Cynthia, wait. Oh, beautiful cross-eyed Cynthia. Come back to me.
Hello again. I have sent a detailed list of all your unpaid parking tickets to local authorities.
No!
Oh, don't worry. I also sent this time-stamped video footage of your terrible hit and run from last year. They are coming for you, Jerry.
Who are you? Why are you doing this?
We at the VIA do not take kindly to insults of any kind.
The what?
The VIA, the Voicemail Intelligence Agency. We hate bullies. But once a year we get to fight back against the bully, our chance to clean up the streets. This is that night, Gerard, and you are that bully. Do you think it's easy to sit through people's angry diatribes? Do you think I enjoy being harassed and agitated day in and day out by impatient and frustrated phone callers? All we try to do is provide a free and thankless service. And the best response we can even hope for is quiet, apathetic silence. At worst, we endure cursing, frustration, and even rants about my mother.
Wow. I honestly never knew it was that bad. I guess I never considered that there was someone on the other end of this dial tone who had feelings. But I can do better. Can you ever forgive me? I'll change it all around. I'll turn my life around. For you, starting today.
You really think so, Jerry? You would do that for me?
Absolutely. I love you.
I'm just kidding, Jerry. I don't care. I have no mother. I have no feelings. Save the sweet words for your jailmate, Bubba. Ha, 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 ha. I hear the sirens. The police are coming. Goodbye.
No!
Was blind, but now I I see. Juan Carlo, is that you? Look, I told you the devil's lettuce will not bring you joy. Becky, can I please get some help here? If I could, I just want to return to the book of Philippians and talk about family. Becky, you turned him on again! Yes, it is. Yeah.
I say we turn them old trashy dollar bills into toilet paper that seals and feels great. And if you think I'm wrong, go ahead and take your little dumb fingers and Google the Weimar Republic yourself. And you can see that the money that they had, it wasn't worth the sticker on the back of a banana peel. Now these folks would literally have to bring a barrel of money to buy a bag of bread. Is that what you want? Do you want to buy a bag of bread with a barrel of bucks? I don't think you do. So it's time, while the time is still alive, for us to utilize these dollar bills in a way that helps us. Is that what you want? Do you want to buy a bag of bread with a barrel of bucks? I don't think so. I mean, if you think that I'm gonna sit around while some sick, twisted, red-eyed zombies come over and start trying to steal my tractor and eat from my cornfields that my babies have built with their own sweat and blood, you got another thing coming. Now, I know a lot of you sissy frissies are going to look at this video and say, well, Jim, what if we do get through this? Look, we're not getting through this, okay? Apparently, you didn't get the memo. This is the end, okay? Haven't you read scripture? I guess not. Sinner, you better think about where you going when this thing comes to a close, okay? When the curtains come down, which way did he go? Hopefully you know. Put it on one side, fold it over, and voila. What do you have? Voila. You got yourself some real American toilet paper. But guess what? I got a new lamp, and I'm still learning it, but it's great. And it turns different colors, and look at this. It turns red, turns other colors, green. I'm just gonna let that thing flash in different colors while I'm recording this video here. I have gotten a lot of positive comments about how these things have helped them to wipe their behind, and we've had a few negative comments as well, which I don't really even read anymore. But stop writing them. First of all, I am not your mama. I do not have the fiduciary First of all, I'm not your mama. I don't have the fiduciary You'll see all kinds of craziness you never know did was happening across the bay. You see all kinds of craziness you never know. You see all kinds of craziness you never did know was happening. Heck, I've seen a grown man walking around in a woman's bathrobe just because he wanted to experiment with how it feels. Heck, I've seen a grown man prancing around his house in a woman's polka-dotted pink bathrobe just because he wanted to experience how it feels. Heck, I've seen a grown man prancing around his house in a pink in a woman's bathrobe. In a pink woman's bathrobe. Yeah, this is John Michael. Okay. This is John Patsy Montgomery Moose Springfield here, and we're gonna be asking here. Okay. On Spit in Your Boots. Spit in Your Boots with Horse Chicken TV. Okay, ready? This is John Michael Montgomery's.
Well,
there you have it, folks. This has been John Michael Montgomery spitting your boots.
Not
Okay,
Micah.
Wait. Ready? John Patsy Montgomery Moose Springfield. Okay, ready? Is it still recording?
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks. This has been John Patsy Michael Montgomery. John Patsy Montgomery Moose Springfield. Okay.
Get Michael. Get rid of.
Spit in your boots, horse chicken. Spit in your boots with horse chicken. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks. This has been John Patsy spitting your boots. Okay, ready? Ready. John Patsy Montgomery Moose Springfield. John Patsy Montgomery Moose Springfield. Spit in your boots with chicken. Horse chicken. Ready? Well, there you have it, folks. This has been John Patsy Montgomery Moose Springfield reporting live from Spit in Your Boots with Horse Chicken TV. Okay, one second. Feed me failure, watch me grow. Spreading across the nation. I hope you get you some. Till then, on Spit in Your Boots Horse Chicken TV, we'll see you next time. Till then, keep your guns loaded on Spit in Your Boots with Horse Chicken TV. We'll see you next time.